if you want to. It's actually those are really cool candles. They string up.
For real?
Yeah, and they like hang off of one another. It's really cool. It's awesome. For those of you who don't know, you're listening to Sloth and Money live on the what network is it? The Rob Coffin Show network thing. It's $9.99. Yeah, this is a really bad intro, but hey,
Do it again.
no, we're not doing it again because we already started recording.
It's like we recorded nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Stupid bad opening.
All right. So what were we going to talk about? I know we have news intros, and then we were going to bullshit about wrestling. You watched the network for 4 hours.
5 hours last night. I haven't turned on the WWE Network in weeks now, other than watching shit. I've watched nothing on there, and I'm paying my $9.99 a month, and I never watch it. So last night I decided to watch the NXT Aftermath show, whatever, where they have Bayley, my favorite diva of all time.
Ugly bitch.
Oh, you know, my
She's not even thick.
How dare you? And my fiance said, "Oh, she's weird looking." I got up from where I was sitting and almost Ray Riced her through the ceiling because Bayley is the best looking diva of all time. She's the best in-ring performing diva of all time. She has the best gimmick of all time. Do you know what her gimmick is?
She gives out hugs.
God damn right she gives out hugs. Name a better diva that's had a better gimmick.
Paige.
What does she do? She blinds you with her paleness?
Exactly.
Doesn't count.
Well, she's from Norwich, England.
Yeah, she has.
Fine, AJ.
What does she do?
She's crazy.
She's a nymph?
I mean, she does have what was it theorized on that thread that I was browsing that other night? They were like, she has separation anxiety, and that's why she's with multiple promiscuous male partners.
Dude, Dolph, Pseudo Big E, Daniel Bryan,
Cena.
Cena. I know we're missing someone. Kane.
Kane.
Probably who else?
You remember when Kane had
Everyone.
Kelly in the room?
Oh,
and,
God damn it. Oh, my God.
and he's like, you can leave if you want. And she starts to get up and he slams the door and he's like, I know there was some sort of attraction between us. You remember that?
Yes.
I remember that.
Remember the time Kane kidnapped Rey Mysterio?
Remember that time Kane pushed, no, it was Edge that pushed Paul Bearer in the wheelchair?
Yeah, then Edge was throwing a basketball off of Paul Bearer's head.
Jesus.
Torturing him because he was fat.
And then he died.
And then he actually died.
Man.
Remember the time Kane's first words were, "Suck it"?
Sorry.
Yeah.
You remember when Vince McMahon was making out with
Kane.
No. That's gotta be Kane.
I bought a red light. I bought a red light yesterday. Get this, right? I didn't tell you this because it's so embarrassing.
Did you spend $40 on a red light?
Worse. I spent $60 at Big Lots yesterday. He scanned everything, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm getting all this stuff. I said, I can't believe I'm spending all this. And the guy was scanning it, and he's like, you're investing in your future. He said it just like that. I was like, that's terrifying. So then he's like, and your total is $60? And my heart sank. I'm like, God damn it, this is fucking Big Lots. What the fuck is this? I bought like
At least you're not
a lot
buying
of
food
stuff.
from there. Remember that time?
I did buy food from there. That's why I paused. I'm going grocery shopping at Big Lots. She told me that, and I laughed, and I guffawed, and I bellowed. But now I am buying Big Lots food because it's like so cheap, and it's right there.
Is it? I mean, remember that time? Fucking raped by wizards.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was raped by wizards after I was drugged.
See, I've actually had I've thought what was it, a gimmick song, a parody. So you want to rape with magic?
So you want to rape with magic?
Yeah.
You know the one I sang. I've never recorded it, but
the girls don't cry.
No, even better. The had a bad day song. Did I ever tell you that one?
No, you never told me about this one.
You found out you're gay.
What?
I recorded the whole. I mean, I have the whole chorus memorized. If you want to hear it.
Well, I mean, there's a crop whip behind you if you want to,
No, we don't have to actually play it out.
Oh.
Would you like me to regale you?
Well, I mean.
In the best chorus I've ever
I'm kind of upset now.
Why?
We're not gay.
One of us might be.
Well.
How's your ultra rare Darren Young doing for you?
Dude, he's wrecking shit.
The game's so addicting.
It is. The first day I played it, for those of you who don't know, we're talking about Supercard, WWE Supercard. You can find it on the Google Play Store. It's absolutely free.
And it's fun as shit.
It actually uses, you actually have to use tact. You have to use tact while playing this game, because if you don't, you lose. My team is terrible right now. I've got an ultra rare Darren Young, super rare Kane, super rare Rock, a super rare Rey Mysterio, and then a super rare Natalia.
I don't remember which rares and whatnots I have, but I have like Hunter and fucking Rock and fucking Cena.
And who's your main event guy? We know
It
who
was Ryder, but now I got a. Oh my God, it's Miz. It is. I got a like a super rare Miz or whatever the fuck, and he's tearing it up. Did you do a King of the Ring yet?
Yeah, I won my King of the Ring.
Oh, did you really? Well,
Yeah.
high five.
Yeah, the first King of the Ring that I entered, I actually won.
Good. How long did it take you? Like 3 days?
It was only 2 days. It was right before they actually released the thing that there was an update that sped it up because the rounds used to be an hour long.
Yeah, they were. When did
And
they release this?
They released the update the day after I finished it, so it was probably about 4 weeks, three or 4 weeks.
For real? Because mine are still hour long. Maybe I have to download the update.
I don't know then. I don't know.
Oh,
What
that's
it is.
weird. Yeah, I came in 4th. Because I started the King of the Ring before I went to bed, and I was like 2 spots from the top last. I'm like, fuck this! And I got to work.
You want
the
to know
next
what my
day.
record was
Yeah.
at the end of it? I only lost two.
Oh, I went like, I sent you the thing. But,
Yeah,
but I
I
got
got
beat by Bobo. Bobo won the whole fucking thing.
So at least you lost to the guy that won the whole thing.
Yeah, I came in 4th.
That's always the consolation prize.
But yeah, our matches were like an hour long. So me and my friend, we'd sneak away to the bathroom at work, and we would play our King of the Rings because you and him were training me, and he was like coaching me on everything to do. I was like, oh, well, that's how you do that.
I mean, I could coach you, but I mean, like, I just felt like because it's a card game, you wouldn't be
I
receptive. to it,
see.
you
The
wouldn't
only reason
care.
I know that you were pushing for me to play it, but I think if it wasn't for him, because that's all we would talk about sometimes. It's just that for, like,
Super
half an hour.
card.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Really?
He's a huge wrestling fan. We talk about like,
Oh, so
wrestling
he's
all day.
yeah. Mhm.
But would you like me to regale you with the song?
Go ahead.
Get the shit off the fucking out of the way. All right. You know the song by Daniel Powder, So You've Had a Bad Day? You know it. So You've Had a Bad Day. I don't even know the real song. But I just got tired of hearing the song. When I used to work at Best Buy, this guy came up to me and he had like his shirt was all unbuttoned and his hair was sticking out. And he's like, "You know that song they're playing on the radio now? So You've Had a Bad Day. You know it. You know the one." I don't listen to the radio. Yes, you do. Come on, you know the song. You've had a bad day. So I never forget that, and it always stuck with me. So one day I decided to write this, and it's super offensive. And if you are homosexual, I apologize. And I'm not homophobic.
With that said, we recorded a commercial last week about spraying the gay away.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, look, everything that we do on this show is completely in character.
It's kayfabe.
It's
Just say
all fucking fake. So
it's all a work.
without further ado, 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. So you found out you're gay, you like to suck dick, you better get used to start shitting bricks. Your family don't know, you thought you was bi, but now you know that you just like guys. You found out you're gay, it ain't so bad. Don't tell your wife, cause she might get mad. So you found out you're gay.
That was actually pretty good.
I wrote that
You
like
were
5 years ago.
You were very off key, but you
Oh,
did,
fuck yeah!
You did a good job.
Well,
That's
thank
how
you.
we know you're not gay because you can't. Sing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I know.
I've never been treated like this ever before.
I mean, I know most of the gays actually like show tunes and things like that, which makes me, fear for my future because I love show tunes.
Oh, I was gonna say we should record a musical.
Oh yeah.
Did
you want me to write it?
Well, we could co-write it.
Did you want me to write it?
You could.
Cause
Everyone
cause
could write it.
Well, you told me to write a musical and you would do it, but you said you didn't want to.
Because
This
everyone,
was like during the Boston trip.
yeah, because we listened to the song from Todd in the Book of Pure Evil, and we're singing it in the car.
Wait, is it still gonna pick up on my microphone? That's awesome.
I hope.
It didn't. What if I put this in front of the microphone?
Everyone always says "awesome sauce." Well, people that I work with, a couple people say it, and one person says it. When I say everyone always, so one person says "awesome sauce," and I was thinking we should write something called "Awesome Sauce the Musical," about a cook who makes this sauce, and it's an awesome sauce. But then make it a music. Why are you laughing?
It's absurd.
It's gonna be awesome. Awesome
Oh, it's
sauce.
gonna be
the
awesome
musical.
sauce.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you
Wow.
did there.
Jeez. I hope the listeners tuned out already.
Yeah, they even if they tune out, then they're gonna miss the best part of the whole
What?
show.
Awesome sauce.
The news. The weekly news
was
segment.
the music was supposed to be queued up because I'm not playing the song.
You're playing that.
I
song.
refuse to play the song.
Play the fucking song.
Why do you have it on your phone?
Play the Hall of Fame now. www.com can suck my dick. Sorry.
It's not even playing. Oh god.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The second ever weekly edition of the news
I hate this song.
with Sloth and Money.
The fucking end note just sends me into fury every time.
And
I hate that song more than I hate
I
it.
love that song. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second week in a row, we are going to bring to you breaking news that you'll only receive here at Sloth and Money headquarters.
Usually a week or a month or a year late because this is going to be archived.
We've scoured social media, news from across the world, BBC.
Someone is creating popular
Fox
sitcoms using The Sims. Have you seen this? He's doubled over in laughter.
I know, please tell me that.
Did you no, apparently someone's releasing viral videos out there. Someone is recreating popular sitcoms like Friends using The Sims.
You know something though? I've always wanted to do something like where I would take Sims characters and do voiceovers for them, but it was always obviously wrestling related. So it would be like Tough Enough, but with The Sims, and we could just do voiceovers for it.
That seems really time consuming.
Goddamn, yeah. So could you imagine how much more time consuming it would be to have to extract audio from that fucking terrible show? Other than that chick's tits. What was that fucking chick with the tits?
I don't know who you're
but
talking
the
about.
one, she never wore a fucking bra in that
I don't know
show.
who you're talking about.
But yeah, to extract the audio from
I never saw
Friends. Fee watches that fucking thing. She used to
we're
watch
talking
it
about Friends. I
every
never watched Friends
fucking day. After work, it would come on for like a 2-hour block on like TBS. I wanted to kill my goddamn self. That's the worst show with Ross and Joey and Chandler and Rachel and a goddamn bitch who never wears a fucking bra and her tits are always hard. And if I spit in your face, it's because I'm mad.
Phoebe. I love Phoebe
back to
because she was a guitar player and she taught people how to play guitar.
Jennifer Aniston, that bitch never wore a fucking bra. And I'm not complaining about that, but it's a little unsanitary. They're all living in this fucking apartment. She's walking around all braless.
They didn't all live in the same apartment.
They lived across from each other.
Exactly.
And they all fucked each other too.
Well, I mean, kind of.
What kind of friends is this?
You remember that time they bought a bunch of lottery tickets and then Phoebe held them over the edge of the balcony and she was like, if these tickets are going to tear us apart, then we don't deserve to be friends, and she threw them over the balcony.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, they bought like 300 lottery tickets and then one of the lottery tickets won because they lost them all down the street.
Remember Smelly Cat?
Yeah, I do.
Smelly
Yeah, I remember
Cat's
that it was I guess that would be the definition of viral videos back in the 90s.
Oh, so tell me more about it.
That's really about it. That's all I had. I didn't feel like looking into it because it's just so absurd.
That is ridiculous, though.
RG3, did you hear about this?
He got hurt again?
This is his new name. I wrote it out for you right there.
What is that? Synergy?
SURG3RY. Surgery.
Oh, da, da, da.
I know, it's amazing.
He got hurt again.
Yeah, well, his ankle exploded, but prolific. Preliminary testing has said that he does not have a fractured ankle and he might be back sooner, which is bad news for the Redskins because he is a terrible, terrible player.
But didn't they like murder the team they're playing anyways?
Yeah, but it was Jacksonville, so it was like they were playing Bethel High School.
Ooh, Jesus. Did he stay in the whole game?
No, he left in the first quarter.
Okay. Okay, so when I last saw you yesterday, we were talking about how the Packers were playing the Jets.
Damn it.
Didn't the Packers come back?
Yes.
How?
Because they do this every time I take a nap. Last year, here's an example for you. Last year I had the flu. And I rarely get sick, so when I do get sick, it's over the top. So I took my NyQuil, and the Packers were playing the Dallas Cowboys. They were down by, I believe, 31 points. And I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to sleep. I can't watch the Packers struggle through this. When I wake up, the Packers had won by 3 points. They were down by 31 points at halftime.
Yeah, that was when we came over.
Are you fucking kidding
That's
me?
crazy. Aaron Rodgers played the whole game?
Yes, he did.
That's good for
And
him.
he tore it up. He tore it the fuck up.
Is Donald Dookie,
Sterling?
the driver, is he still playing?
No, he's been out for like 2 years.
What?
He's old as shit.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Donald the Dookie driver?
Yeah, but he would always
You mean
win.
Donald the dancer driver?
I just love him because he'd win like a turducken every year. How many turduckens did he win? At least
He won like
8.
1. It was.
At least
I can't look into your eyes and hear the word turducken.
8 turduckens! So yeah. Alright, I got some news for you too, bro.
Oh no!
You got more news? I thought we were gonna read one and go back. You just want to read
No,
all of yours? Go
no,
ahead.
because I have to because it ties in with the Packers game.
All right, go ahead. Keep
So
going.
this faggot named Muhammad Wilkerson couldn't stop us from scoring a 2-point conversion, so he ended up throwing punches at 3 of the Packers players and getting ejected from the game.
That's fine.
He threw 8 punches at 3 players.
How
None
many-
of them connected
I was gonna
because
say, what
he's
was
such
his-
a piece of shit.
What was his connect ratio?
0%. And what's his name? Muhammad. They would name him after the weakest of all gods, the Islamic god.
Did they take you to the CompuBox after he threw the punches?
Yeah.
That'd been awesome.
No, they just said he was disqualified, which means he went back and he was basically doing the thing where you wave up. While he was leaving, he was smiling, waving up the Green
So
Bay
he's
crowd.
trying to fucking get everyone stirred up.
Yeah, he's a super heel, but
That's
he
awesome.
he was a piece of shit. So, all right, go ahead.
Who's your favorite heel in football?
Who's my favorite heel in football? Let me think about it. Do your stories, and I'll think about it.
I'm trying to think of mine. The guy.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, but who's the dude with the really nice hair on the Packers?
No, I don't know who.
Chlamydia. Clay Matthews.
but he's not a heel. He's
like
a baby
fucking
face.
heel.
No, he's a baby.
He looks
face.
like an ass.
People love him.
But and my favorite heel in basketball.
I don't know. Ndamukong Suh.
Okay.
He's a pretty good heel. Because he was like, oh, I didn't stomp on that guy. I was trying to stand up.
I can't think of his name, but there's this dude that plays on the Bulls. I can't think of his name. It'll come to me in a few minutes.
It's fine.
Joakim Noah. On the Bulls, he's the
have no idea.
biggest heel in the world. He's such an asshole.
Does he have to wear one of those heel masks?
No, but he looks like he should. He looks so fucking strange. But, yeah. Alright, so it's time for what I've got here. I've got some big fucking news. I haven't told you this yet, but I'm gonna work my way up to the big news.
There's an Amy Winehouse statue made of bronze being erected in London.
That's actually pretty
And
interesting.
it looks awful. It doesn't even look like her. Go ahead.
I gotta look that up.
It's funny as hell. I'll find a picture for
Please
you. Do your stories.
But last week I watched. I never used to watch the angry Nintendo nerd who then became the angry video game nerd because
I thought you were gonna say Beavers, but
well, no, I love the Angry Beavers, but the angry video game nerd, I don't know what it was, but there's something about him, and I was like, I never used to watch it, and back in like 07, 08, but now I love it. I've gone back and I've watched almost all of them. So I watched the movie recently, where the whole premise of the movie was him trying to dig up E.T. Game and review it. So recently, as everyone suspected that E.T. and other games had been buried in a landfill in New Mexico, everyone thought it was a myth. Well, god damn it, guess what? That shit is true.
Yeah, they dug that up years ago.
They excavated this shit, and yeah, so they found Atari games.
Excavated?
What did I say? Excavated?
You said excavated.
They escalated it, and Atari games were found at a New Mexico landfill, and they'll be given to museums and sold on eBay. It's a story of legend that was finally proven earlier this year, back in April. Yeah, construction workers in New Mexico unearthed a cache of Atari 2600 games, including the notoriously horrible E.T. That's insane. They found over 1,200 games. That statue does not look like her at all.
I told you.
That's fucking terrible. But I mean, who would? I wonder how much those games are gonna sell for on eBay. Those are gonna be like antiques.
Worthless. Who would buy them?
I think people would want to collect that.
E.T.'s only worth $1.
The game itself,
yes,
but not the one that was dug up and unearthed.
Who cares?
Fucking nerds.
Well, I mean, nerds are nerds, but at the end of the day, they're gonna spend their money on Magic cards and League of Legends and World of Warcraft. They're not gonna buy fucking E.T. cartridges that have been sitting on the ground that probably aren't even gonna work. They've been sitting there for how many years? 50 years? Okay.
A while. Yeah, I think there's gonna be the people that are gonna probably shell out at least a couple $100 to thousands. They're gonna be the most devout collectors, though.
I bought, well, I mean, nerds are nerds, and here's an example. I bought a card that was $5 literally a month ago, and now it's like $35 because nerds are fucking retarded.
They're the worst. Oh, I will be buying this card and putting it into my collection.
I'm gonna buy I'm gonna buy this Goblin guide, and then I'm gonna play him in Modern, and yeah, he's gonna win me championships. And he did.
Is he Irish, this guy?
Oi fella, oh boy, the Goblin guide.
But I mean, the movie itself, though, back to that, the Angry Video Game Nerd movie was fucking terrible.
You don't say.
I thought it would be good. I had high hopes for it.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up.
You fucked up.
You have fucked up now.
It was so bad. I watched it. I was gonna drive out to Philadelphia and get tickets and watch the showing in theaters because they had limited showings in select theaters across the nation. Jesus. And I was gonna go watch it. Had I done that, I would have cut my eyeballs out and flushed them.
Remember that time we weren't going to go to Boston and you were going to go see the
That's Crap Radio was going to do a live showing, but thank God we went to Boston because they canceled the showing. I really want to meet Blade Braxton and R.D. Reynolds. If it wasn't for Blade Braxton and R.D. Reynolds, we wouldn't even be doing a show.
I mean, kind
we
of.
wouldn't. No, fuck that. Like, I love Brian Alvarez and the Wrestling Observer guys, but they never made me want to do a show. The Wrestle Crap Radio guys inspired me to do a show because there's two friends hanging out just recording bullshit. Which what we're doing.
Yeah, kind of.
It's the exact same thing we do. I stole the news bit from them. I'll yell at you all day. I stole the news bit from Wrestle Crap Radio.
Remember that time you yelled at me for wanting to get ice cream from McDonald's?
Yeah. But I'm fat now.
And then you felt bad about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you still feel bad about it? It still eats away at you?
Dude, I weighed myself the other day and the scale just said LOL. That's how big I've become.
You need to step on our scale before you go.
Hell no.
So you can see your fat percentage.
I'm not getting on it. I'll tell you right now. Because I don't need that kind of
You've
depression
got a problem.
in my life
You
right
have
now.
a problem.
I'm huge. Did you finish all your new segments?
No. Prince Harry turns 30. They're going to be opening a Central Perk in New York. And Urban Outfitters released a shirt. And it was a Kent. You know where the shooting was in the 70s, Kent State. where the army shot those kids. They released a Kent State shirt covered in blood.
Oh fucking god.
Yeah, so Urban Outfitters is going to be picketed and boycotted.
They suck anyways. Their clothing isn't even that good.
Well, you don't say.
They do have a Macho Man Randy Savage shirt, but other than that.
Yeah, that's all the news that I had.
All right, dude.
I'm just gonna turn some pages.
Fucking California splitting into 6 states.
Shut up.
Why would they do that?
They're not.
I know they're not going to, but what even like?
Did you get this off the Onion?
No.
By any chance?
No. But why would they even try to do this?
Why not?
What?
Because,
it's not even that
well,
fucking.
Every part of okay. Do you want me to give you a rational thought on
I
it?
want to hear your thought process on
The
this.
reason why it's a rational thought that they need different sects of California. There's several different things going on in California, like the representation that the hardworking farmers and people like that are not getting the representation they need by the liberal representation in Congress and the House, because you have people that want higher taxes and be able to go out and express art and stuff like that. Guys that are, digging shit out of the ground and growing oranges and doing stuff with like wine and things like that. They want better representation so they can get more money off of their crops and things like that.
But for 6, it has to be split 6
Hold
different
on.
ways.
Once again, there's a completely different representation that they need, because you've got Hollywood out there, you've got the hills where the rich people are, you've got the lower income states that are towards the bottom of California, and they need representation that they're not getting because the poverty level is completely insane. Then you got the west part of the state where, like I said, you've got the crop growers and things like that. And it makes sense to me personally. I mean, it really does.
I can tell you're not even bullshitting me. You really believe it makes sense, and I understand like
I'm gonna fix my balls. Don't look.
the actual like reasoning behind it and the rationale behind it. But it's just fucking now all of a sudden now. So if they go ahead and do that, don't you think there's gonna be other states that are gonna try and follow suit?
Yeah.
Then we're gonna have like fucking 3 Texases.
So.
That's fucking. We don't need that right
look,
now.
Do you want there to be the shitty Texas that we have now, or are you ready?
Go ahead.
Do you want the Mexican Texas, the white Texas, and like the black people Texas? Like, I think it would be. Well, he just walked out of the building, just so you guys know. I'll be continuing this story by myself.
I'm back. I had to go shake that off because that was the most racist thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But now I'm back. I walked outside and there was INS, so I turned right back around.
But seriously though, I mean, it does make sense. In some areas it makes sense that California's breaking up. In other ways it don't, and maybe other states will try to follow suit. But that's why we have states in the first place, is because everybody needs different representation. The stuff Ohio needs is not the stuff that Florida needs, not the stuff that Texas needs, not the stuff that Alaska needs.
Which is true, but then you can't just. I don't know. I guess it's just kind of late in the ballgame to just take a state and go.
But that's what's been going on since the dawn of time.
But just divvy it up?
You remember that time Czechoslovakia used to be the Czech Republic? Or no, Czech Republic. Yeah, because we have Slovakia now, we have Czech Republic. It used to be Czechoslovakia. But, Russia decided that they wanted part of it. And, nobody's going to stand in Russia's way. Not even us.
I don't know. It's
Did
just a
you hear
little
what?
much.
Did you hear what Russia said about the ISIS bullshit?
What?
They told us not to get involved.
Really? There's like
That's awesome, and they're like, yeah, don't get involved with this shit.
There's tons of nations involved in this shit.
I know,
It's
it's
a little
great.
late to try and just... They're killing people on a
There was an
weekly basis.
unexplained explosion. Actually, what triggered it was there was an unexplained explosion. I'm doing air quotes.
They can view... The listeners can see.
Yeah, well, sure. There was an unexplained explosion.
Wait, every time you do air quotes, I'll make a sound.
Okay, there was an unexplained explosion, and then after the unexplained explosion, the Russians warned us not to get involved. So I think they know what's going on, what's up. Did you see the picture of that girl perioding all over the ISIL flag?
How the fuck did you go from that to that? I guess it makes
It is a good segue.
I haven't seen it, but I can only imagine.
Yeah, that kind of upset them a little bit.
I bet that do it.
Well, fuck them and their Muhammad guy.
I love that Sterling Archer works for ISIS too. That's fuck of all the things.
What other news do you have?
What other news do I have? I have the best news. Did you see what it was? Did you look? Did you?
No, I
Did
saw
you see what it
TLDR.
was? Did you see? Too long, don't read. That's right. They brought this to us. Coca-Cola is bringing back the worst 1990
Get the fuck
soda.
out. I don't want to talk.
Because
it's not
the
news.
internet.
It's
It
not
is news. You want me to leave again?
You remember that time chicken fries? It's like 1995 all over again. We need to just let this shit die.
It's never gonna die.
Hold on. No, because it's not as good as you remember it.
It's gonna be better than remember it. Surge is back. Surge is back. The best soda of all time, filled with so much sugar and caffeine that you'd want to fuck a fucking dolphin. This soda used to make me feel like I was on coke, and let me tell you something. I've never done coke, but I've done tons of stimulants since then. And this soda made me feel like how I feel now when I was 11. I can't.
Are you done?
No.
It's not as good as you
bad.
remember it.
Have you had it?
It's not going to be as good as you remember it. Have you ever gone back and like eaten food from when you were a kid and you're like, wow, this isn't as good as I remember
It was better than I remember.
Chicken fries aren't going to be as good as you remember.
When did they even have chicken fries? Like from 2005, right?
I don't know.
It was 2005 because I remember those fucking commercials on Raw. I never had chicken fries. Were they different now?
They're good. They were good back in the day.
So they're back now.
They were good back in the day.
So Surge was good back in the day too, pal.
Exactly. But if you go back and drink it now, it's not going to be good.
But the chicken fries are good.
It's just like when you watch something as a kid, like Big Bad Beetleborgs, and you think it's the greatest thing in the world. If you go back and watch it now, it's not good.
You know what I watched the other day?
What'd you watch?
Bloodsport.
Yeah,
And it's the
we
best
already talked
movie
about
of
this
my
several-
whole life. So by what you just said, Bloodsport holds up, chicken fries hold up, Surge is gonna hold up.
As long as you don't go back and watch it.
I watched Bloodsport. You
what-
ate chicken fries?
What you have to
We're
do-
gonna drink Surge.
No. Ignorance is bliss in this situation.
Dude, I'm gonna order it right now. It's actually unavailable. The only place you can buy this magnificent thirst
You remember
quenching soda.
Dunkaroos?
It's still good. It's still good. When was
Yeah,
the last
well,
time you had Dunkaroos?
When they stopped making them.
I got them like 2 years ago. when we were
Exactly.
in
But
New York.
if you go eat them, because they sell them in Canada. That's why
okay.
they.
That's
exactly.
up in New York. But they were still good.
But they're not.
But they were.
But they were better. They were better back in the day.
They're better now.
But they were better back in the day.
What's your beef with Surge? What's your beef?
You want to know my beef with Surge?
What's wrong with you? I have a story about Surge
All right,
too.
here's what happened when I drank Surge. I got pushed through a glass pane and it sliced up my insides, and then I had to go to the hospital in the emergency room and I had to be stitched up. That's my beef with Surge.
Shouldn't you have prefaced the entire complaint about Surge coming back with that, as opposed to just saying it's not gonna hold up?
Well, we had to string the viewers along for a little bit.
But you're excited about it.
I never
though.
told you about this, did I?
Excited about
I'm
it.
not excited about it. And get
But
out
you're
my goddamn-
But you're excited about Surge coming back.
I'm not.
I'm gonna buy some.
Because I have. Well, I don't drink caffeine.
So you're gonna drink this one.
I don't drink caffeine.
It's
I
gonna be-
can't drink caffeine. I'm allergic.
So I'll tell you what. I'm gonna buy Surge. I'm gonna put it in a water bottle, and I'm gonna hand it to you, and you're not gonna know the difference, buddy.
I think I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I know a green piss like liquid consistency.
I'll make sure you'll never tell the difference.
I'm pretty sure the
spray paint the bottle black, and it'll just say Poland spray.
as soon as you open it and it goes, psst, water doesn't go. Psst.
It doesn't matter.
Your master plan isn't going to work. This
It's-
is just like that time you talked about replacing Hawaiian Punch with period blood.
Yeah, that's our second period blood reference on this. You know, I went to the Sprint store last year, and the guy that I told that story to 7 years ago, actually, I forgot I told him it. I was gonna take girls' period blood, put it in bottles,
funnel.
and funnel it into bottles, and then put it into store shelves and sell it as vitamin P. He told me that about that. I forgot I even said it. So, as fucked up as I was back in 2007,
I think that means you need to look at yourself and realize you have a problem.
I do have a problem. And imagine how much more fucked up I'm going to be when I get Surge into my hands. Surge is only available at the moment on Amazon. And people are... It's already sold out. It's selling for like... I don't know the price. It's real cheap. It's like you can buy a 12 count. I think it's like $15.
Yeah, that's real cheap.
It's cheap. Don't you dare. So people, though, have already left reviews for the product. And people's reviews are such as, I just spent $45 on soda and I'm not even mad. I'm now converting my 401k into Surge. I'm going to ride it out in this market. It's time to do the 100-meter freestyle living room furniture hurdles Surge. People are so excited. I'm telling you, this is liquid cocaine.
I know what it is, and it's terrible. I never liked Surge.
My brother has been in a coma for 12 years. I whispered into his ear that they were bringing Surge back, and he shot straight up and did a backflip on the bed and roundhouse kicked a nurse. This miracle is real. Surge.
You know what's better than Surge? Mellow Yellow.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow is head and shoulders above Surge. It is.
You're out of your mind.
I am out of my mind. That's why you're here doing this.
I'm
Why
getting
did I say-
married in 5 days, and getting this for my first drink as a married man is better than any gift I could possibly receive outside of gaining a wife.
He sounds gay to me.
Well,
He wants to gain a wife? Who actually wants to get married?
fuck that.
Fucking gay. We're the worst.
Why?
Because we make fun of homosexuals and... here's the cake topper for our wedding.
Pull it up. As soon as Surge comes back onto the market, I'm gonna buy it for real. That's actually pretty awesome. It's
I
like
know.
out of Beetlejuice.
I know, and I mean, because for those of you who don't know, we actually decided on a wedding date.
Me and you.
Yeah, me and Mr. Money here are actually getting married.
Finally.
October
Jesus
31st,
God.
2015. That's right on Halloween, folks. I will be getting married to my beautiful fiance.
Why'd you put that in? You made me do that? God damn it. I just heard you do it. I didn't even hear what you were saying. I saw you did the quotation marks. And I said every time you do the quotation marks, I'll do the fucking sound.
Well, that's the joke.
Now you've strung me into your bullshit. And now I'm going to get in trouble for it.
Exactly.
That's bullshit.
You deserved it.
God damn it.
You deserved it.
Ugh.
You're an asshole.
I'm so loud.
All right. Well, I mean,
How's he dealing with us?
I don't know.
Here he comes. He's had enough.
We have awakened a sleeping giant.
He's just... Oh my god. I don't even know what's going on right now. I feel like I'm drinking Surge right now. Those are all the news and
Yeah, that's all I have.
tidbits I've got is too, but like I think I've covered. I think the Surge obviously could have carried the show for an hour.
Oh well, then let's keep talking about Surge then.
Oh yeah, so my Surge story.
Oh, hold on. I do have some more news.
Well, let me
from
tell the
other
Surge
night.
story, and then I'll let you get into it because it actually does directly pertain to Surge. One night I was on my mom went to babysit these rich kids out somewhere in Jersey, and we were watching like what's it called? The one with the shag baby, yeah, Austin Powers. So I had to do that to remember what it was called.
That's
Austin
a
Powers.
man, baby.
Yeah. So we were watching Austin Powers, and I was like probably like 9, because I'll get to the point why that's important. And the other kid was probably like 12 or 13. So we're watching this movie in this room. I was laying on one side of the bed on the floor on the ground. Yeah. And the other kid was on the other side of the floor on the ground. We're watching Austin Powers. I was drinking
Did you
Surge.
frog splash him?
I didn't. No. I wish it was that simple, right? So this kid's laying on his back, and he's watching the movie, and I think it had like one of the British girls, whatever the fuck, one of the hot girls, whatever. So I went to get up, and he's like, "No, stay down." This kid was over there jacking off to Austin Powers while I was in the fucking bedroom drinking Surge. So, you have a bad experience from Surge? I've got one too.
I almost died.
I didn't see him jacking off, but years later, I thought about Surge, and I thought about that night, and I was like, oh my god, that kid was jacking off to the movie. Because he refused to let me get up, and by that point, I wasn't jacking off yet. I was too young to even know what was going on.
I almost died because of Surge.
He was jacking off.
My guts fell out of me, and there was blood everywhere.
There was splooge everywhere.
I can deal with splooge. Blood, just...
I will say...
it looked like the Muda scale coming out of my side.
oh god. I mean,
bad.
yours supersedes mine, but they're both scarring incidents.
Hey, look at the pun. Get it? What the fuck was that?
My stomach.
A new drug called wax is on the streets, or BHO. It's butane hash oil. And what they're doing is they're taking butane out of lighters and mixing it with a super concentrated marijuana extract, and it's making like a waxy, oily paste. The problem is...
Waxy Wavo. Sorry. I'm sorry.
The problem is, when you go to light it, because it has butane in it, what do you think happens, Mike?
Probably explodes.
Yeah, it explodes. One of the videos, the guy's lighting it, it explodes, and the guy says, "The house is on fire! The house is on fire!" and runs away. There was a lost city found underwater under Alexandria.
Oh,
Who
Atlantis?
cares? Well, it's called Heracleon, but...
No, I care about it. What else you got on that one?
that's it. There's just a underwater city underneath.
What the fuck?
I think it's really cool, but you know,
That sounds-
this is all stuff from my paranormal show the other night. English-speaking guy woke up from a coma. He speaks perfect Mandarin Chinese now.
Jesus God.
That's really cool. The Sierra Nevada is actually fracturing. I can't even say the word. Fracturing. They're taking videos of the desert is actually popping up and breaking apart. Given the Ebola and the ISIS, I'm pretty sure it's the end of the world pretty soon.
We're on the way.
And people found out recently that the dead can manipulate reality and synchronicity.
I still gotta read that about the synchronicity.
It's terrifying. Don't read it.
Because I was gonna buy a mic last night so I could start recording like offbeat.
You need to.
Side projects. I will, but then of course we're still gonna record stuff. But one of the things I plan to talk about is synchronicity for sure, and I definitely need to read that article. What were you saying just about people being thrown into cars and car trunks and set on fire?
Yeah, actually, people are doing the ice bucket challenge, but around in Virginia, there's actually a new thing for criminals. It's called the trunk fire challenge or fire trunk challenge. What they're doing is they're taking their victims, throwing them into the trunk of a car, locking them in, and then setting the car on fire.
I have no hope for humanity in the near.
Well, I've never had hope for humanity. So.
I definitely don't.
But yeah, no, there's actually been 3 instances within the last week. It is believed that it's actually the same fellow doing it. And yeah, it's terrifying. The other night, on my birthday, I was falling asleep.
Happy birthday!
I was falling asleep, and I was laying in bed. And I'm starting to drift off in Dream World, and I heard pop, 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 right over there. Right in the street over there. I was like, really? Like, why? Oh, and then they were fighting over there. House across the street. The lady was screaming, "No, you always fucking me around my birthday. You don't always pay me on time,
This is on your birthday?
Yeah.
You could hear like fucking pounding and MMA fucking fights.
Yeah, and then their son was standing outside, like,
They were fighting outside?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he didn't want to come inside. He was just standing in the backyard, like,
Fuck that. How old was he?
I don't know, like 12.
Fuck.
Because he knew he was about to get his ass beat.
Who was fighting who was hitting who?
There was like some lady in a car,
Yeah.
picking up her child because like they run like a daycare bullshit over there.
Oh, right across the street?
Yeah,
That's where I
right.
parked.
Yeah, like right over there.
Right,
Yeah.
that's exactly.
Well, not right across the street. The one like right.
Oh, okay, good.
So you're fine.
I parked directly across.
Yeah, no, it's a great neighborhood.
Jesus Christ.
It's a great neighborhood.
Well, I mean,
But the
fucking-
worst part of the entire day,
Yeah.
because my birthday is always a catastrophe. Whenever I make plans, they go up in flames. Everything was going fine. 10:30 hits. I'm like, okay, you know what? The day's almost over. Let's go to Wawa and get a smoothie. So I get the smoothie. I get back home. I set the smoothie down on my computer desk, and it falls off. And it's not like a normal like, oh, my smoothie fell, and like some of it comes out. It was like, oh, hey, there's smoothie all over the carpet now, and it was all over me, and now there's stains on the carpet, so we have to get a carpet cleaner to steam it out.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good birthday.
Other than that,
I don't want to go too deep into detail.
I wish I could have spent it with you, but we had to do a double header.
Get the fuck out.
I wanted to do something with you.
Get out of here.
I did.
No,
If it makes you feel any better, we won one game. We lost the
I
other.
don't care.
We played this one church team, and we played loud.
Did you win both games?
No, we went 1-for-1.
Okay, well, there you go.
But we played a church team, and we beat their ass. And we were playing.
don't care.
We were playing loud and
Was
obnoxious.
it the Church of Satan?
Well, no. But we were playing
Well,
rap
then I
music
got
with
it.
curse words and stuff, and we turned it up loud so they could hear it. We were trying to get in their heads. We're all going to hell.
Your heels. Hashtag heel squad.
Oh man. So yeah. But other than that, it was a good birthday.
Yeah, it was alright. It was alright.
We'll do something fun soon.
No.
Oh,
No. No.
no.
No. No.
Man,
I say that shit at work all day, every day now.
Yeah.
Because I work with Hispanic ladies, and they actually
yeah.
say no and yay all day.
It probably looks like her too.
Kinda, actually.
Oh, if it makes you feel any better, my moving day wasn't the fun.
That's actually the topic we were going to
God,
segue into.
There were so many branches we could go from this, but yeah, we moved out. We were staying at my parents for a while.
Every branch on the way down.
Every branch. For like the last year, we just decided to stay at my parents so we could kind of figure out what we're gonna do. Either if we're gonna rent a house, buy a house, rent an apartment, what we're gonna do. So it turns out we ended up renting an apartment. I really wanted to rent a townhouse, but the ones around here were so fucking shitty. They just couldn't even. I couldn't even pretend that we weren't gonna get killed if we stayed in one. So we rented this apartment, and it's like one of the top rated apartments in the area, and everything's great, gated community, blah blah blah.
Gay community.
Gated community.
Oh, it's a gay community.
So we moved in on Saturday the 13th, and I swear to God, we might as well have just moved in on Friday the fucking 13th because everything went wrong. That day, we woke up. It was the day after we had kickball, so we were already exhausted. We get to the fucking place, and we have the money to move in. I tell the guys like, well, can we play this? Can we pay our move-in fees in cash? And he goes, oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. and keep in mind, at this point, it's 10 o'clock, and we have a window from 10:15 to 12, and we're expecting our first delivery. And he's like, absolutely not. And the first delivery is supposed to be Sears, but keep that in mind. So he's like, I can't accept it in cash. I have to keep an honest man honest. I was like, I've never heard that before, and I'm going to steal it. So then we have to run to the fucking 7-Eleven, give her the money to get a money order, get back to the place, give him the money order. We get all moved in and situated. There's absolutely nothing in the apartment. We have like a fucking foldy chair. And it's so, if you think about from the foldy chair to what we have in the apartment now in 3 days, it's phenomenal. But fucking, so we get there, then we're waiting for the time to go by, and around like 10:30, 10:45, Sears calls, and they're the first delivery of the day. We're supposed to have 2. And they say that, what did they say? They're supposed to be bringing the bed and box spring and rails and all that fun stuff. But the guy calls up. The day that we signed up, we had gone to Sears months back, and we decided what we're going to buy. And then we actually went to like other places around Labor Day, and then we couldn't find a good deal. And we wanted to go back to the original lady so she could get commission. Well, fuck that bitch. But more on that in a few minutes. So then we get back to the apartment. The guy calls me.
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
So the guy calls and he's like, yeah, we got a delivery for a rail for the bed. I was like, what about the mattress and the headboard? Or not even the headboard. What about the mattress and the box spring? He's like, no, I just got the rails.
I mean, that's fine though, because if you can get like the frame down.
Yeah, he just had the frame.
Yeah, that's fine. You need to get the frame down first, anyways.
Guess what though?
What?
I was like, well, are you bringing the bedded and the box spring today? Oh no, we don't have that today. I was like, what do you mean you don't have that? He's like, yeah, we don't even have that on hand here. So I was like, in shock, right? So like, keep in mind, this is I've dialed down. I was so mad the other day, but right now, anger wise, since everything's fine now, I'm at like a 2, but I have to get this out there. So he's like, oh yeah, we don't have that. I call up and I get outsourced and I get fucking some guy. He's like, oh, how can I help you today? Oh, he's like so fucking stupid. Trying to explain the situation to him. And he's like, oh, so did you want them to bring the frame? I was like, why would I want a frame? I was yelling at him at this point. It's like, why would I want a frame without a mattress and a box spring? Do you know when it's coming? Oh, I don't know when it's coming, but if you hold on there, I will look it up. And he puts me on hold for like 2 minutes. And he comes back, he's like, oh, well, we'll have somebody call you within 24 hours to let you know when it's coming. No! I said, fuck that. I said, no way. I was fuming. I was stamping, just stampeding around the house. I was fucking mad. I was like, absolutely not. I don't want the frame. I'm going up to the store right now. So we went up to the store. I got food. We went up to the store. I was fucking screaming the whole way there. We got to the store. We're going up the escalator, like out of a scene from the movie. Fucking shit. Out of a scene from some. Yeah, because that's what that day was. That movie was called Shit. So like
the steam has just completely.
Yeah, I know. No. I was still mad when we were going up the escalator. The lady that was actually responsible for selling us all this stuff walks by on the floor level, and she says hi to us. She's like, "Hey," and I was like, "We need to talk." So I start walking down the escalator that's going up, and she's like, "No, just go around." So I go around. I meet her at the other one, and then Fee at this point was like, "Oh no," because she knew how mad I was. She was just standing there, and I was going off. I was telling her how nothing went right. We didn't get anything we wanted. I was like, we wanted to just return everything, and this lady's face, all the blood just left her face because she knew her commission was about to be goodbye. So she's like, well, is there anything we could do to save the sale? Would you like to speak to my manager? What if I offer you something off? I was so mad. I looked at Fee, and Fee didn't say anything to me. And I was like, this isn't going to work. Ugh. I was like, we found a better deal at some other place. We're going to go to Hanes. She's like, well, why don't you just go to Hanes and try what they have there and try it out, see if you like it, and come back. I was like, fine. And we start walking out, and I turn around and tell Fee, I'm tired of your timid bullshit. That's not going to fly today. And I storm out the door. I regret saying it, tears just start flowing down her face, right? I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. We fought for like the entire hour. We get to Hanes. She's already like mad because I'm so fucking stressed out at this point. We get to Hanes. We get this other guy because I was mad at her because I needed her opinion. I was like, what do you want me to do? I said, do you want to return this? I don't know. What do you want to do? I want to return it and go to Hanes. That's what I want to do. So we get to Hanes and we're already fighting. So then we're trying to pretend like nothing's wrong, but it's like, fuck it at this point. We're fighting. So we get to Hanes and we find other stuff and everything works out better. So then we're like, fuck it. We're gonna go back to Sears and return it. So we get back to Sears and this lady's like, oh, how can I help you? And I was like, yeah, we came in here earlier today and we were thinking about returning this and we're gonna just go ahead and return it. The lady that helped us was this white chick, and the lady that sold everything to us at Sears was an older black lady. The older black lady had sold us everything. You know, she had gotten to the sale first. But when we went to buy everything that day, the younger white lady came up to us and she was going to help us. And we're like, oh no, we've already been helped. So she wanted that sale. So when she realized that it was going to get returned on the black lady, she was so happy. She was like, oh yeah, she like paged her out. She's like, yes, can you come to this, Pamela, can you please come to the wedding? So Pamela comes over and she already knows she's doing the walk of shame. She's like, is there anything we can do to save the sale? She's about to start crying, dude. I'm like, no, we already went to this other place. It's better. We're just going to go with them. She's really fighting back tears at this point. She's writing my name down. And she's like, well, I'm so sorry. My manager's going to contact you. I felt bad about it. But it's like, dude, we're moving into an apartment. We kind of need I'm not going to sleep on the fucking floor for the first couple nights. And then you don't even tell us when we're going to get the mattress and box spring. Fuck off. So we actually got Hanes to deliver that shit today. That's fine. Another thing that fucking drove me mad, after we picked out the mattress and the box spring, Fee's like, oh, well, I really like this headboard and this frame. And the guy's like, well, we're not going to have that till about mid-October. So I was like, are you fucking serious? So, like, I know you guys are doing it, and there's nothing wrong with it. But I was like, we went there for a reason. We could have picked another one, so we just have the bed and the box spring right now, you know what I mean? So now we got to wait till mid-October, so they got to come back again. To bring that, say, everything's fine. They brought that today, and they brought a dresser, and everything's good. So then, it's back to that day. We had signed up for FiOS the day before. And goddamn, all right, I live in Hampton. And the only place I could pick this up, I could either
explain to them. Explain to them.
Well, I'm gonna. Oh, yeah, because this is ridiculous. I signed up for Fios Internet and TV Double Play, which is like you get the 2 TV rooms, cable boxes, and the internet. So I could either have a guy come out and install it a week from then, or I could go pick it up myself. But I live in Hampton. The only place I could pick it up, even though there's Verizon stores all around the fucking area, is in Virginia
Beach. On the entire
Beach.
peninsula.
On the whole fucking peninsula. Out of like hours away, the closest one to me was Virginia Beach, which is literally an hour out of the way. And it's on moving day. So I had to fucking deal with we had to move in. Then I had to deal with the Sears people. Then I had to go drive to Virginia Beach. And then I had to turn, after I got there, get everything in the rain, walking out holding a router and 2 cable boxes.
It was raining.
And pouring rain. Get in the car and drive right the fuck back.
Did they even offer to put it in like a
She even put in the bag! It's fucking raining! I told the bitch before I left, I said stay dry. And she didn't even think about it. She didn't have the fucking hindsight. Or the foresight. Either sight. To give me a fucking bag. It's pouring rain outside. So I get back and thank God by that point, the Haynes had came with a table and couch and all that good shit. So then, today, this is 2 days later, I finally, we were supposed to have a washer dryer the day that we got into the place, and that wasn't there, somehow. They forgot that. So that came today, and I was sitting there waiting for it to come, and then I finally saw it come. And then I was waiting for the guy who started bringing, because we live on the 2nd floor. So this guy's bringing up this flight of stairs, I'm holding the door open for him. I was like, hey, what's up, man? And he doesn't say anything to me. I'm like, well, that's weird, okay. So then he turns around, he's like, oh, hey, how you doing? I was like, oh my God, this guy's deaf. This is the last thing I expected, but God bless the guy who did a great job. Other than the fact I didn't tell you that I told you, yeah, he broke a fucking tile in the laundry room, which we're gonna get fixed, or we're not, gonna be
just report it to the
fuck yeah, we're doing that today. But God bless the guy. But the best part was he was about to leave and he looks at the broken tile and he's like, "Was that there before you got here?" I was like, "That happened today." You know you did that. He's like, "I'll tell the office." I was like, "Yeah, I will too." So anyway, yeah. I mean, most of the moving woes from this whole weekend are over. Oh yeah, the biggest fucking moving woe was the fight. So everything was going wrong. Back to Saturday the 13th, which might as well have been Friday the fucking 13th. We might as well just had fucking Jason Voorhees help us move in that day, because that's how shitty the day went. So like, we were finally doing one of the last trips from my house to the apartment. And we get to at this point, my parents are there, right? So my parents are helping me move because Fee's doing whatever she's doing. We're using my mom's Pathfinder. My dad's helping me move big stuff up into the apartment. We get to the parking lot. It's raining still. And this woman comes up to us holding a baby. And there's another baby next to her walking in the rain. And she's like, hey, help, emergency. Can you please call 911? My mom's like in shock. She's reaching for her phone, doesn't know what to do. I'm like, I have stuff in my hand. I reach for my phone. I'm like, what's wrong? She doesn't say anything. She's like, oh, just call 911. Then some fucking big, jacked, tall black dude comes wearing a wife beater. He's just like, looks like he's on something. He gets.
Is he roided up?
He might have been, because I swear to you, when we actually did the visit for the apartment, he was in the weight room training or something.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it's like, he's there. That's great. We got to deal with Debo now. So fucking we call the cops and we just hang up, whatever. But fucking yeah, he was up in her face. He was about to start beating her ass in the parking lot. So then we take the trip of our stuff to the apartment. We get back down there and they're all gone. It was just insane. Then we were getting ready to leave to go to the house to get more stuff, and then the cops come. So then we have to deal with that. We talk to the cops and explain everything to them. It was a fucking chaotic day, but everything's good now. I was able to play Fire Pro Returns today, eat Frosted Flakes in my reclining couch, and I was happy.
I played League of Legends, and I played Madden. I blew out my roommate, and he was very upset. My apologies to him. I was even using the Cowboys. I was Tony Romo, just carving them up. But
moving sucks.
Moving. I mean, I've got stories about moving. The first weekend, it was raining as well, and we got that in here. We got that in here.
In the rain?
Yes. I have a dresser. You see the giant mirror on it and everything.
It looks just like the one we got, but it's a little different.
Mine's shitty and worn out. But no, like the entire weekend, I had to work the entire weekend. Everybody else was off so that they can get their stuff in here, and I was the one that was left out, more or less. But we got everything in. I mean, everything's fine. You see, everything got in here perfectly. The room's stacked. I got my book collection up there. It's not really mine. It's hers. And that's really about it. It's nice. We got these new pillows.
Nice.
And we got this nice closet installed.
This wasn't there?
Yeah, it came with the house.
I was gonna say, what the fuck? The fuck? Could you imagine if you bought like or you rented a house or whatever, and then to install a closet like after the fact? But yeah, I mean, once you know,
The only thing they haven't come to fix.
Yeah.
When we got the house, we knew this. Some of the windows didn't open, so they had to come out and fix that. Like they just took it like a painter's thing and like scraped it and fixed it, and then they replaced our vanity in the bathroom because it was water damaged, and then they had to replace the sink thing in the kitchen underneath it because that was water
I
damaged.
know they fixed the sink in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah.
The laundry room door, it won't close because the fucking washer dryer protrudes out
It's
so
so
much.
big.
Yeah, so I was like,
Jesus.
whatever. I was like, that's the least of my worries.
Yeah, I mean, like as long as they work, and,
Yeah,
you know.
I don't care.
I personally, I don't care about shit like that.
No,
I don't care. I don't care about aesthetics.
We're not buying it. We're just renting
Exactly.
it. We're probably like, after a year, my point was I was trying to prove to her we should either rent a house or straight up just buy a house and then just go from there. And she's like, well, I don't want to do that. And I fucking pushed this for months on end. So it just got to the point where we needed to get out. And I was like, fine, we'll just rent a place for a year. We'll evaluate. But I really just want to buy a house now.
It would be easier because you're wasting your money if you rent it.
Exactly. And we're just, throwing our money away. For the money that we're paying mortgage prices. We can just fucking get a house.
Right into the turlet.
Granted, it's a really nice place and I love everything about it.
That's the only thing I like about renting. You don't have to give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like everything's fucking going, like stuff that's going wrong already, they're gonna fix. It's already been fixed. There's a guy like keeping up maintenance. He's walking around with those little claws that you like play and pick up shit. He's walking around the grounds picking up trash like cigarettes and stuff.
Awesome.
Like the smallest stuff. They keep it so clean. So I got no complaints. There's a 24-hour weight room and treadmill and elliptical like.
We've got Central. That's my thing.
Yeah,
We've
that's
got
cool
Central.
too.
It's awesome.
So I have no complaints.
I mean, did you fart?
It's probably my feet.
What the hell was that noise?
I think that was your knee.
It might have been. My knees are fucked up. My foot's all fucked up.
That is definitely from you.
My foot keeps twitching. Like every time there's a pump of blood going through it, like my foot twitches. It's been like this for like 3 days.
That's rough.
I'm probably gonna die.
Oh, no, don't die.
Well, I mean,
Don't die, because you got more interviews to do. You did an interview today?
Yes, with Gary Vasey.
Thought you were going to say Busey.
That's why it was hard for me not to say Busey during the interview every time.
Gary Vasey?
Gary Vasey.
He needs to change that shit.
Well, he lives in the Czech Republic right now, so
He can keep it.
I think it's Czech Republic.
No one knows.
That's somewhere like
Busey
Lithuania. I don't know.
What was it about?
He wrote a book called The Last Observer. It's about a guy that can.
Dave Meltzer? From the Wrestling Observer?
It's about a guy that can change the world around him by simply thinking it and changing thought forms. And he had some very interesting things to say because he went to basically a college to study the occult and black and white magic.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Well, that one sounds interesting. I listened to the
It wasn't. I think Ed Roman was a better interview, but
Ed Roman was...
This one fits the format.
Okay. But Ed Roman was like overwhelming charismatic type of guy.
Isn't he?
Yeah,
Isn't he?
yeah.
He's an awesome guy. So nice. And he has awesome music. He
Hey,
actually
we're
the other
here with-
night he did a live show the other night
Yeah.
and the power went out. So he
Yeah.
just pulled out his acoustic guitar and then played
Oh, yeah?
acoustic music.
That's excellent.
Like
Dude, he's like, what do you say? And you're like, and we're here live with Ed Roman.
Victor. Exactly. He's an awesome
That's
guy.
great,
You can
yeah.
find him at edroman.net. Sorry, I got
They
to
still
plug
have
people.
.nets?
Yep. .orgs, .nets, .gov,
Angel Fire?
.xxx.
Angel Fire's dead.
Angel Fire isn't dead.
Isn't it?
I still got an Angel Fire.
For real?
No.
GeoCity's dead.
That shit's dead. Whoa, no, GeoCity still works too. Zynga still works.
Isn't that for only Asian people?
Yeah. What else still works? Jesus Christ, I don't even know. I need to start playing Guild Wars because everybody's trying to get me to play World of Warcraft because of the guys that I play Magic with, they play World of Warcraft. I ain't trying to pay $15 a month. A month? No, it's terrible. I'll play League of Legends. It's free.
It's like when I was trying to cancel my Xbox Live the other night.
Jesus, we talked about
Oh
this.
my God.
I just gave them fake card information to get it out the way.
I'm gonna try to do that or something. But I was trying to cancel. Everything was like going swimmingly on the website. It's like, would you like to cancel your automatic renewal subscription? And it's like you hit the cancel button,
And it's like, whoa.
it starts to like do the circle thing like it's loading, and then it goes, oh, error, can't cancel me. It's like, please call customer service. No,
Absolutely
so
not.
That's not happening. But
Oh yeah, do you know about the rapper named Stitches?
sounds familiar.
He fronts you a brick of cocaine or some shit like that.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. One of my friends got a picture with him.
I don't know who the fuck. Which one is which one?
Come on, who do you think? Look at him.
So the rapper's on the left.
Exactly.
That's like the fucking what is this fucking guy?
He's got an AK-47 tattooed on his face. Which one do you think's the rapper?
I'm not sure. You know some CD characters. Oh my
I do
God.
know some CD characters.
What is the name of that rapper? The big fat white dude looks like Vader.
Get the fuck out.
No, for real.
Bubba Sparks.
No, more Vadery. Vader's like looking jacked.
I know.
Oh
He said he's down 60 pounds. He's down to 406.
Dude, I showed that picture to Fee yesterday. I said, look who it is. I said, look, it's Vader. And she laughed. She said, who the fuck is that? I said, it's fucking Vader. She's like, oh. She's like, ill.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, for Vader, he's fucking jacked.
Oh, yeah. No. Dude, he might be coming back to get that last push.
His son wrestles. Sid's son wrestled too. So
Could you imagine if Vader came back to get one more push at the title?
push him in the fucking ring. Remember that shit?
Dude, remember a couple years ago when he came back and he was fat as shit, but he was
fell
like
out the ring.
No,
That one?
and no, not that one. And he was like having the match of his life against
Slater?
Yeah.
The match of his life.
Yeah.
Against Heath Slater. Big Van.
That's the joke.
Big Van Vader.
That's the joke.
Oh my god. Dude, Vader had such awesome matches with like Sting and Flair.
No, dude, Heath Slater.
Sean. God
Dude,
damn.
no, hold on. Do you know Heath
That
Slater?
Heath Slater.
Hold on, no. Heath Slater lost his first singles match like about a week ago to one of the Usos.
What are you saying to me?
Did you know he was like undefeated in singles competition?
Not true.
It is.
It's not true.
It is.
All he did for 2012 was face legends, and every legend beat him.
No. In singles competition.
Those were singles matches.
No, they weren't.
Yes, it was. He wasn't
I
even.
swear to God.
It was before a 3-man band.
I swear to God.
I'm not gonna argue with this.
No, because once he joined the Union Jacks, he was no longer the original Heath Slater anymore.
This was before that. What are you talking
That's
about?
what I'm saying.
This is a new Heath Slater.
It resets once
Oh
you.
hell no! Where did you get this?
That's how it works in wrestling.
So you're saying to me that?
All right, you remember when the Undertaker did not wrestle Triple H at a WrestleMania
Because
ever?
it was Ministry Undertaker.
Exactly. See, you get it. It resets.
The Union Jacks were a
Once
thing
you
for
get
like
a new
week.
gimmick, once you're a new gimmick, it resets. That's how wrestling works. You know that.
The 3-month rule.
It is a 3-month rule.
You're
But
supposed
no,
to
he was
forget.
undefeated. He was just like Bo Dallas is now undefeated again.
R-Truth ended the streak.
I know, it was great. It was good though because it helped Bo turn like more heel.
You know what I really, really wanted? I know they would never do it.
What?
I wanted Bo to get to like 22. Well, I wanted him to get to 22, and then he's like, I told everyone all you have to do is just gong, and then Undertaker comes out, choke slams him, and just pins him, and then just like the lights go back.
You realize that wouldn't.
That's what I've told everyone, and they're like, why would they waste Undertaker?
Exactly.
But it would have been fucking great. It would have been.
It would have been, but
it
I mean,
would have been a great way of saying, all right, listen, Undertaker's not dead. Brock Lesnar didn't kill him forever. But I mean, they can't keep saying that he killed Undertaker.
we're never gonna see Undertaker. And when Undertaker does come back, it's gonna be for some stupid bullshit.
Have you seen Undertaker's new selfies with Michelle McCool?
Where he's old as shit, wearing like the old man hat.
Dude, he's wearing one where he's wearing like
Match of
pants.
his life was against Heath Slater.
He's
just so
wearing
you know.
like leggings and he's wearing like shorts over the leggings. That's like fucking straight out of the 80s. He might as well have had a fanny pack up his ass.
Dude, old guys like to wear fanny packs. You know we've only got 3 minutes left in the show.
Get out.
Yeah.
I want a fanny pack so badly.
I mean, I've got like 3.
Let's get matching fanny packs for
Let's not.
my birthday.
No.
Come on.
I don't even know when your birthday is.
You know good well.
Like November something?
It's tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
It's not.
Brett Favre's birthday is on October 4th.
He's old as shit.
Yeah, he is, but he's jacked too.
He's-
What's up with these old dudes getting jacked?
He looks like Zeus. He's got like Herculean blood in him.
Herculean.
Herculean.
Hercules.
Oh my god. What a weekend.
Yeah, what a weekend, what a week, what a life. And by that I mean I'm gonna kill myself tomorrow.
I don't do that. It's my birthday.
You're really going with this gimmick, aren't you? The
gotta
first October is always going.
First October. I'm really going with that.
I am. I'm loving it because
It's
it
great.
actually feels like October outside.
It's time to start celebrating.
Yeah, time to
Decorating.
celebrate 1st October and then 2nd October.
We gotta do a big ass Halloween show.
How about not?
You know what we should do?
What?
Film horror shorts every day for a month. Like we wanted to do like years ago and it never panned out.
Oh, why did you say for a month like that?
No.
I still need a charger for my camera.
Get that.
It costs money though. I
How
don't wanna-
much?
I don't know, like $15
I
maybe.
gotta film videos.
I don't want to though.
Dad!
Well, how about you tell them real quick what that's from? Yeah.
I remember coming up with it. I don't know what it's from.
What
Is it from the trip?
How was it? Do it. What the fuck was Do
See,
It
you don't
from?
even know.
I don't even remember.
Daddy, can I have some cupcakes, Daddy? Daddy! I know what that's from.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that one on the air.
What? Because Christopher Walken killed his wife, his son, and himself? And hung himself from his elliptical and then before he did. Why you don't censor me? Don't censor me! I love you, Chavo! Hang yourself.
There you go. I turned the microphone off.
Yeah, probably a good thing you did.
Yeah, it's going to be like another minute of silence, and they're not going to hear any of this because totally not recording.
Well, good. But yeah, if you think about it,
If there's any time to say anything secretive that you don't want anybody to ever hear,
I feel like Chris Benoit was murdered and set up by Kevin Sullivan. Now, I don't really feel that, but people really do.
Really?
People really feel like
Really?
yeah, there's like a documentary on it and everything.
you mean like Kurt Cobain didn't kill himself? It was Eldon Hokey or some shit.
Sure, that's the one.
Well, I gotta leave time for the theme song, so we're just gonna end the show abruptly.
We have a theme song?
Maybe.